Location, Sparkle and Bunny stand at the base of the towering mountain. Sparkle and Bunny gaze up at the imposing mountain, the summit hidden behind thick clouds. Bunny, this mountain is massive. Are we really going to climb all the way to the top? Sparkle, we've come this far, Bunny. We can't turn back now. Location, the mountain path is narrow and treacherous. The narrow path winds up the mountain, with steep drops on either side. They tread carefully, aware of the danger. Sparkle, stay close to me, Bunny. One wrong step could be dangerous. Location, the weather begins to change as they ascend. As they climb, the weather turns colder, with gusts of wind whipping around them, making the climb even more challenging. Bunny, it's getting so cold. We need to keep moving to stay warm. Location, they encounter a rock slide blocking the path. A recent rock slide has blocked the path, forcing Sparkle and Bunny to find a way around the massive boulders. Sparkle, we'll have to find another way. This path is completely blocked. Location, Sparkle uses her magic to clear a path. Sparkle concentrates, using her magic to move the boulders aside, creating a new path forward. Bunny, your magic is amazing, Sparkle. We can continue now. Location, the path takes them through a dense, foggy forest. The path leads them into a dense forest, where thick fog obscures their vision, making it hard to see what lies ahead. Sparkle, this fog is really thick. We need to be careful not to lose each other. Location, they hear mysterious sounds coming from the forest. Strange noises echo through the fog, putting Bunny on edge as they try to figure out what's making the sounds. Bunny, did you hear that? It sounds like something is following us. Location, Sparkle reassures Bunny and they press on. Sparkle comforts Bunny, reminding her that they've faced worse challenges before, and they continue on their journey. Sparkle, don't worry, Bunny. Whatever it is, we can handle it together. Location, the canyon walls begin to shift and close in. As they proceed deeper into the canyon, the walls start to move, gradually closing in and narrowing the path. Bunny, Sparkle, the walls are closing in. We need to hurry. Location, Sparkle uses magic to hold the walls apart. Sparkle quickly casts a spell to push the walls back, giving them more space to move forward. Sparkle, this should give us some time, but we need to move fast. Location, they encounter a magical barrier blocking the way. Suddenly, they come upon a shimmering magical barrier that blocks their path forward. Bunny, what is this? It's like some kind of force field. Location, Sparkle tries to dispel the barrier with her magic. Sparkle attempts to dispel the barrier using her magic, but it resists her efforts, shimmering with even more intensity. Sparkle, this barrier is strong. We'll need to figure out how to weaken it. Location, they notice the symbols on the canyon walls reacting to the barrier. The glowing symbols on the walls begin to pulse in rhythm with the barrier, hinting at a connection. Bunny, the symbols are reacting to the barrier. Maybe they're the key to getting through. Location, Sparkle and Bunny work together to decipher the symbols. They take a closer look at the symbols, trying to understand their meaning and how they might interact with the barrier. Sparkle, if we can figure out what these symbols mean, we might be able to use them to get past the barrier. Location, Bunny suggests touching the symbols in a specific sequence. Bunny comes up with the idea of touching the symbols in a certain order, hoping to deactivate the barrier. Bunny, what if we try touching the symbols in the same pattern they're glowing? It might work. Location, they touch the symbols in the correct sequence, and the barrier weakens. Following Bunny's suggestion, they touch the symbols in the right order, and the barrier begins to weaken. Sparkle, it's working. The barrier is starting to fade. Location, the barrier dissipates, revealing a path forward. The barrier completely dissipates, revealing a narrow path that leads further into the canyon. Bunny, we did it. The path is clear now. Location, the path opens up into a large cavern filled with glowing crystals. The narrow path leads them into a large cavern filled with glowing crystals that light up the entire space. Sparkle, this cavern is beautiful. These crystals must be very powerful. Location, the crystals start to hum and vibrate as they approach. As Sparkle and Bunny approach the crystals, they begin to hum and vibrate, filling the cavern with an eerie resonance. Bunny, the crystals are reacting to us. Do you think they're dangerous? Location, Sparkle reaches out to touch one of the crystals. Sparkle cautiously reaches out to touch one of the crystals, feeling a surge of energy as she makes contact. Sparkle, these crystals are full of magic. I think they might be trying to communicate something. Location, the crystals project an image of the mountain summit. The crystals suddenly project an image of the mountain's summit, showing the path they need to take to reach the top. Bunny, look. They're showing us the way to the summit. Location, they study the projected image carefully to memorize the path. Sparkle and Bunny study the image closely, memorizing the path and landmarks that will guide them to the summit. Sparkle, we need to remember every detail. This will be crucial for our journey ahead. Location, the image fades, and the crystals go dark. The image fades away, and the crystals stop glowing, leaving the cavern in near darkness once again. Bunny, the light is gone, but at least we know where to go now. Location, they leave the cavern and continue along the mountain path. With their new knowledge, Sparkle and Bunny exit the cavern and continue their climb up the mountain. Sparkle, let's keep going. We're getting closer to the summit. Location, the path ahead becomes steep and icy as they climb higher. The mountain path becomes increasingly steep and covered in ice, making every step treacherous. Bunny, the ice is so slippery. We have to be really careful here. Location, Sparkle uses her magic to create footholds in the ice. Sparkle uses her magic to create small footholds in the ice, giving them better traction as they climb. Sparkle, this should make it easier for us to climb. Let's take it one step at a time. Location, they encounter a frozen waterfall blocking their path. A massive frozen waterfall looms before them, blocking their way forward. The ice glistens in the cold sunlight. Bunny, how are we supposed to get past this? It's completely frozen solid. Location, Sparkle tries to melt the ice with her magic. Sparkle attempts to melt the ice with her magic, but the cold is so intense that it only partially thaws. Sparkle, this ice is tough, but I think I can create a small opening for us to get through. Location, they squeeze through the narrow gap in the ice. Sparkle and Bunny carefully squeeze through the narrow gap that Sparkle created in the frozen waterfall. Bunny, it's tight, but we can make it through. Just be careful. Location, the path leads them to a windswept ridge with a clear view of the summit. After passing the waterfall, they find themselves on a windswept ridge with a clear view of the mountain's summit. Sparkle, there it is, Bunny. The summit is just ahead. We're almost there. Location, the wind becomes fierce as they walk along the ridge. The wind picks up, howling around them and making it difficult to stay on their feet as they walk along the narrow ridge. Bunny, the wind is so strong. We need to hold on tight to keep from being blown off. Location, Sparkle creates a protective barrier against the wind. Sparkle casts a protective barrier around them, shielding them from the worst of the wind so they can continue safely. Sparkle, this should help us stay on course. Let's keep moving. Location, they reach a series of stone steps carved into the mountainside. The ridge leads them to a series of ancient stone steps carved directly into the mountainside, leading up to the summit. Bunny, these steps look ancient, like they've been here for centuries. They must lead to the summit. Location, the steps are guarded by statues of mythical creatures. As they ascend the steps, they notice that each step is flanked by statues of mythical creatures, standing as silent guardians. Sparkle, these statues are incredible. It feels like they're watching over us. Location, the statues begin to glow and come to life. Suddenly, the statues start to glow with a soft light, and to Sparkle and Bunny's surprise, they begin to move. Bunny, the statues are coming to life. What should we do? Location, the statues challenge them to prove their worth. The now animated statues speak in unison, challenging Sparkle and Bunny to prove their worthiness to continue. Statue, only those who are worthy may pass. Show us your courage and resolve. Location, Sparkle and Bunny face the statues with determination. Sparkle and Bunny stand tall, ready to face whatever challenge the statues present. Sparkle, we're not afraid. We've come this far, and we won't turn back now. Location, the statues test their bravery with a series of magical trials. The statues subject Sparkle and Bunny to a series of magical trials, testing their bravery, intelligence, and teamwork. Bunny, we've faced challenges like this before. We can handle this. Location, Sparkle and Bunny successfully complete the trials. Working together, Sparkle and Bunny successfully complete the trials, proving their worthiness to the statues. Sparkle, we did it, Bunny. The statues are letting us pass. Location, the statues step aside, revealing the final ascent to the summit. The statues step aside, allowing Sparkle and Bunny to continue up the final stretch of the stone steps to the summit. Bunny, we're so close now. Just a little further and we'll reach the top.